Hello and welcome back to Elderly Stories. Do you occasionally catch yourself walking with your gaze lowered, arms perhaps held a bit stiffly, shadowed by a quiet fear that one incorrect step could lead to a fall? Maybe you've sensed that flicker of apprehension as you move carefully, concentrating hard, yet still wondering if a stumble might compromise your stability. Please know, you are far from alone in this experience. Many of us, particularly as the years advance, unintentionally adopt these habits, unaware they might be silently hindering our safety, diminishing our confidence, and curtailing our sense of freedom. But here's a thought. What if the specific way you walk right now holds the key to unlocking a version of yourself that feels stronger, more assured, and significantly more independent? In this video, we aim to pull back the curtain on subtle flaws often present in walking patterns, imperfections you might not readily perceive, while revealing simple, potentially transformative techniques to help you move with renewed power and grace, regardless of your age. We encourage you to stay with us through the end, because by the time we finish, you'll gain insights into banishing that underlying fear, standing taller, and stepping forward into a life where each stride feels like a personal achievement. And trust me, the final insight we share could positively influence your very next step. Before we dive in, if discovering ways to enhance mobility and self-assurance is valuable to you, would you mind giving this video a like? Your gesture greatly assists us in sharing these crucial lessons. If you're joining us for the first time, we invite you to subscribe and activate the notification bell to keep informed. Now let's begin this important exploration together. 1. The hidden risks in common walking habits. Let's revisit that initial image, the downward focus, the somewhat rigid posture. While it might feel safer, let's delve into the specific physical hazards associated with these widespread walking tendencies. It's common to attribute falls primarily to the aging process itself, viewing them as an almost unavoidable sign of weakening. However, the situation is often more complex. Falls frequently stem not just from age, but from these seemingly minor yet deeply ingrained walking habits that negatively affect our balance and safety, often going unnoticed until an unfortunate incident highlights them. Let's unpack precisely how these seemingly small habits can exert such a considerable negative influence. Consider your movement when feeling apprehensive or unsure. Your head tends to lower, your eyes fixate on the immediate ground as if trying to control every nuance beneath your feet. Your shoulders may round forward, your stride length decreases, becoming somewhat stiff, and arm swing diminishes significantly. You might believe this cautious gait enhances safety, but paradoxically, the opposite is often the case. Lowering your head and hunching forward shifts your center of gravity anteriorly, disrupting the natural equilibrium your body inherently possesses. This altered posture renders you more susceptible to tripping. Even minor ground irregularities could cause a loss of balance. Furthermore, when your arms remain static rather than swinging in natural opposition, they fail to provide their crucial counterbalancing function, turning each step into a less efficient, more precarious effort. An even more troubling factor is the pervasive influence of fear, particularly common among older adults after a fall or as they perceive changes in agility. This fear, ironically, doesn't protect. It often intensifies the problem. Fear induces bodily tension, muscle stiffness, and can lead to an overly guarded walking style. Short, hesitant steps, almost tiptoeing. This unnatural pattern doesn't shield you. It actually makes you less stable and more prone to losing control. It fosters a detrimental cycle. Fear modifies gait, compromised gait elevates fall risk, and increased risk deepens the fear. While this cycle might be initiated by subtle physical changes common with aging, muscle decline, vision changes, slower reflexes, if not consciously addressed, it transforms into a significant impediment to safe mobility and independence. Think of Mrs. Yedwiga, a 77-year-old previously full of life, who became tentative after a fall, her steps slow and hesitant. Before receiving targeted guidance, she adopted this risky pattern: head down, short gait, stiff arms. These habits, intended for protection, paradoxically amplified her unsteadiness. The reality is, walking improperly does more than just heighten fall risk. It systematically chips away at self-confidence, autonomy, and the simple pleasure derived from daily activities. Each step can feel laden with worry rather than being a stride toward liberation. But herein lies the truly hopeful message: this pattern is modifiable. Recognizing these suboptimal habits constitutes the essential first step towards regaining control. The goal is to transform every movement from a source of anxiety into an expression of strength and security. Through awareness and specific adjustments, you can break free from this cycle and walk with renewed confidence, knowing your body is working synergistically with you, not against you. Do any of these described walking tendencies resonate with your own experience? Please comment with the number 1 below if you recognize these patterns. 2. Practical strategies for improving your walk. If you've ever felt a sense of instability while walking, shadowed by the concern that each step holds the potential for an unexpected fall, take heart in this positive affirmation. You possess the inherent capacity to refine how you walk, and in doing so, reclaim your safety, equilibrium, and self-belief. Problematic walking patterns, like maintaining a downward gaze, taking overly short strides, or holding arms rigidly, are not fixed conditions. Through a few straightforward yet mindful adjustments, you can convert every step into a deliberate action that safeguards your body and notably enhances your overall quality of life. Today, we delve into practical, achievable techniques for cultivating proper walking biomechanics, aiming not just to lower fall probability, but also to instill a feeling of liberation and enjoyment in your daily locomotion. These aren't intricate exercises demanding specialized gear. They primarily involve heightened awareness and a handful of small modifications to how you move. Firstly, let's focus on posture, the fundamental framework supporting every secure step. Visualize an imaginary cord gently drawing the top of your head skyward, prompting you to stand tall, ensuring your head is balanced naturally above your aligned spine. Consciously resist the tendency to fixate your vision on the ground immediately before you. Instead, deliberately direct your gaze forward, roughly 10 feet ahead. This seemingly minor tweak offers more than an improved field of view. It significantly aids your brain's ability to anticipate the path, fostering better spatial awareness and connection to your surroundings. When you carry your head high, your body naturally gravitates towards a state of better balance, alleviating undue strain on your legs and facilitating more stable movement. It's a simple shift with profound implications for fostering deep-seated confidence in each step. Secondly, bring awareness to your shoulders, frequent repositories of unnoticed muscular tension. Under stress or fear, shoulders often instinctively elevate and round forward, creating a physically constricted posture. Engage in a conscious practice. Inhale deeply, and upon slow exhalation, intentionally allow your shoulders to relax downward and settle slightly back. As they open, your chest naturally broadens, contributing to a stronger, more solid upper body alignment. This release of tension doesn't merely induce a feeling of lightness, it tangibly enhances your capacity for maintaining balance. Never underestimate the significance of relaxed shoulders. They are integral to moving with fluidity, ease, and control. Now let's address your arms, your silent yet indispensable partners in achieving equilibrium. Rather than permitting them to hang passively or stiffly, consciously encourage them to swing naturally and rhythmically in counterbalance to your leg motion. One arm moving forward as the contralateral leg steps, then alternating smoothly. This coordinated action functions like a subtle, stabilizing dance, bringing harmony to your body's mechanics. When arms swing freely, they actively assist in stabilizing your center of mass, providing dynamic support with every stride. This isn't solely about enhancing safety, it's about connecting with the inherent grace and strength within the motion itself, elevating a basic function into something empowering. Finally, let's concentrate intently on the execution of your steps, the core element of walking correctly. Each step ideally commences with your heel initiating contact with the ground, followed by a fluid roll through the midfoot and sole, culminating in a propulsive push-off from your toes. A deliberate, fully realized sequence. Actively avoid shuffling or dragging your feet, which indicates hesitancy. Instead, lift each foot with clear intention, even if the lift itself is modest. Aim to place your feet roughly parallel and approximately hip or shoulder width apart, establishing a stable, supportive base. Cultivate a consistent, comfortable rhythm, neither excessively fast nor overly slow, finding a cadence where you feel both relaxed and confidently in command of your movement. Practice this mindful walking at home initially, perhaps along a clear hallway, focusing on deep breathing and attuning to your personal pace. Even brief periods of dedicated practice daily can start yielding discernible improvements. These fundamental adjustments, head held high, shoulders at ease, arms swinging freely, intentional heel strike gait, might appear elementary at first. However, through consistent, mindful application, they gradually become ingrained, feeling natural and automatic. You will likely not only walk more securely, but also experience heightened confidence, greater physical ease, and an intrinsic sense of strength permeating your daily life. Recall Mrs. Yedwiga, who, with dedicated guidance, transitioned her fearful shuffles into assured strides after a fall. This journey isn't about forcing novelty upon your body. It's about consciously retraining it to move with improved awareness and inherent self-care. Commence with small, deliberate steps, and you will find they pave the way for significant, positive transformations. Your path toward walking with renewed strength and grace begins now, one mindful stride at a time. Do these specific walking technique tips seem practical and helpful? Please comment too below if these solutions offer valuable guidance for you. 3. Simple exercises to bolster stability. Enhancing your walking pattern and fortifying your body doesn't inherently demand gym memberships or adherence to inflexible fitness schedules. Often, meaningful progress starts with uncomplicated, practical exercises readily performable within your own home, tailored to your personal pace and necessitating no specialized apparatus. These exercises aim beyond merely improving your gait. They are crafted to empower you, nurturing confidence that each intentional movement positively contributes to your strength, stability, and overall sense of well-being. They constitute small yet significant steps toward a safer, more enriched life. Let's explore 5 accessible yet potent exercises specifically designed to reinforce your body's stability systems, sharpen your balance reflexes, and help you stride forward with greater assurance, increasingly liberated from the inhibiting fear of falling. The first exercise is the single-leg stance with chair support, a foundational maneuver yielding profound benefits for stability. Assume a tall stance facing a sturdy chair, placing your hands lightly upon its backrest for balance reassurance. Gently lift one foot off the ground, holding the single leg position for approximately 10 seconds. Consciously allow your body's weight to distribute comfortably over the standing leg. Though seemingly basic, this action effectively engages critical stabilizing musculature within your ankles, knees, and hips, 3 anatomical regions paramount for maintaining steadiness during ambulation. You'll palpably feel these muscles activate, and with consistent repetition, your body progressively becomes stronger and more adept at balancing. Aim for roughly 3 holds per leg. Over time, you're likely to notice a tangible enhancement in your equilibrium, fostering confidence in navigating diverse terrains. Next are alternating knee lifts, an excellent functional exercise for improving foot clearance and potentially reducing tripping hazards. While maintaining light contact with the chair for support, elevate your right knee towards hip level, then lower it back down slowly, maintaining deliberate control throughout the motion. Repeat with the left leg, alternating sides in a steady, measured rhythm. This movement not only cultivates lower extremity strength, but also refines coordination, effectively training the neuromuscular system to lift the feet adequately high to clear potential obstacles. Conceive of each knee lift as a proactive measure against fall risks, illustrating the power inherent in targeted simplicity. Aim for approximately 10 repetitions per side, emphasizing slow, controlled execution for maximal benefit. Crucially, don't overlook your feet. They bear your entire weight. This is where heel-to-toe raises offer specific strengthening. Stand with feet parallel, hands resting lightly on the chair. Gently elevate both heels from the floor, smoothly transferring your weight onto the balls of your feet. Pause briefly at the top, then lower back down with control. It's a subtle motion delivering significant advantages, strengthening calf muscles, gastrocnemius and soleus, potentially enhancing circulation and improving overall walking stability. Incorporating just 2 sets of these raises regularly can contribute noticeably to feeling a more solid, grounded connection with each step. There's a distinct sense of empowerment derived from feeling your calf muscles actively engage, particularly upon realizing how effectively this simple exercise bolsters your balance. Now let's incorporate dynamic movement with straight-line walking practice. Select a clear, safe area like a corridor or spacious room. Walk forward along a straight line, concentrating on maintaining parallel foot placement, executing intentional heel-to-toe steps, and permitting your arms to swing naturally and freely at your sides. While conceptually basic, this serves as an excellent means of reinforcing all the proper walking techniques previously discussed. Engaging in this focused walking for perhaps 2 minutes, carefully turning and repeating not only strengthens the pertinent musculature, but also helps consolidate this improved gait pattern within your motor memory, fostering greater automaticity. Your brain progressively synchronizes more effectively with your body's movements, streamlining the entire process and transforming walking into a more fluid, effortless activity. Finally, conclude your session with a posture and breathing awareness exercise, an equally vital component. Stand comfortably, feet slightly apart, consciously allow your shoulders to relax, and gently close your eyes if it feels comfortable. Inhale slowly and deeply, visualizing the crown of your head being gently lifted skyward, lengthening your spine. Then exhale fully, releasing any lingering physical tension throughout your body. Maintain this state of calm centeredness for approximately 1 minute, directing your focus solely onto the natural rhythm of your breath. This practice transcends mere postural alignment. It affords your body the opportunity to settle into a state of ease, helps mitigate fear responses, and mentally prepares you to approach walking with enhanced confidence. It functions akin to a brief physiological and mental reset, restoring both physical equilibrium and inner tranquility. Integrating these 5 exercises into your daily habits, even dedicating just a few minutes each day, progressively constructs a robust foundation, encompassing both physical resilience and mental fortitude. You will likely observe your stride becoming smoother, your balance acuity sharpening, and, perhaps most importantly, your self-confidence steadily soaring. Remember Mrs. Yedwiga's journey of reclaiming her active life through small, persistent adjustments post-fall. This endeavor isn't solely about achieving better walking mechanics. It's fundamentally about taking proactive ownership of your health and your life's trajectory, one deliberate, empowered step at a time. Are you inspired to incorporate some of these simple exercises? Comment 3 below and perhaps share which one you might start with. 4. The enriching rewards of mindful walking. Modifying how you walk signifies much more than a mere tweak to your physical stride. It represents a potential catalyst for positive change that can permeate every aspect of your life, influencing your body, your mindset, and your overall approach to daily living. As you commence the conscious practice of this enhanced walking style, head carried high, shoulders relaxed, arms moving freely, steps executed with deliberate intention, you will likely begin to perceive the beneficial effects materializing, sometimes astonishingly, within just a few weeks. These are not ephemeral perks. They are profound, enduring gifts that tend to amplify over time, significantly bolstering your self-assurance, aiding in the restoration of independence, and potentially reigniting a sense of joy you might have feared was permanently diminished. Let's explore the truly inspiring advantages of adopting this improved walking methodology and appreciate why every moment dedicated to its practice constitutes a meaningful step towards a life more fully and joyfully lived. The most immediate and perhaps most emotionally uplifting reward is a notable decrease in your perceived risk of falling, a transformation capable of profoundly altering your personal narrative. When you ambulate with focused awareness, maintain a consistent, comfortable pace, ensure correct foot placement, heel initiating contact, and sustain proper body alignment, a remarkable physiological synergy occurs. Your brain and muscles begin to coordinate more effectively, almost instinctively collaborating to enhance your safety. Each step evolves from a potential source of underlying anxiety into a confident, secure, purposefully executed movement. Envision the immense relief experienced while smoothly traversing an uneven sidewalk or navigating a cluttered space without constant vigilance. That embodies the tangible freedom this refined gait can bestow. For innumerable individuals, particularly as the years accumulate, the fear of falling casts a pervasive, heavy shadow, frequently restricting them to familiar surroundings and diminishing the simple exhilaration of engaging with the world. Successfully mastering this safer mode of walking effectively disperses that shadow. Fear starts to recede, supplanted by a burgeoning sense of control and inner calm that can feel genuinely liberating. Is the prospect of reduced fall risk particularly appealing? Show your agreement by giving this video a like if this benefit resonates. Subsequently, there's the discernible enhancement to your posture, a fundamental shift that resonates across multiple dimensions: physical, emotional, and even social. When you consciously cease the habit of staring downward and instead elevate your gaze forward, when your shoulders actively soften and open, your spine naturally gravitates towards a more optimal, harmonious alignment. You begin to carry yourself taller, projecting an aura of greater self-possession, almost as if an unseen burden has been lifted. This extends beyond merely improved aesthetics, although that is often a consequence. It translates into feeling more dynamically alive. Your breathing may become deeper and more efficient. Your overall energy levels can increase, and you begin to radiate a vitality that often captures positive attention. It's not just how you ambulate, but how you present yourself throughout life with this renewed sense of intrinsic strength. This often initiates a virtuous cycle. Standing tall cultivates a feeling of capability, and that feeling reinforces the commitment to maintaining that empowered posture. You're not simply transiting, you're projecting presence. Integrate this enhanced walking style with targeted strengthening exercises, and another remarkable benefit frequently materializes. Physical discomfort begins to subside. Those persistent, bothersome aches, perhaps localized in the knees, lower back, or ankles, which you might have resignedly accepted as permanent fixtures, can start to diminish. Many individuals accept chronic pain as an inevitable toll of aging. But herein lies a crucial insight. Discomfort often originates from biomechanical imbalances in how our bodies distribute weight and absorb forces during movement. With proper stepping mechanics, steady, aligned, utilizing appropriate muscle engagement, body weight flows more naturally and efficiently through the kinetic chain, significantly alleviating excessive strain on vulnerable joints. The discomfort that previously curtailed your activities gradually lessens, replaced by the pure, uncomplicated pleasure of moving freely and comfortably once more. Visualize descending stairs without trepidation or enjoying a neighborhood stroll unencumbered by nagging twinges. Just you and the liberating open path ahead. This isn't an elusive fantasy, it's a potential reality attainable, often not through pharmaceuticals or invasive procedures, but through harnessing the fundamental power of walking correctly. However, arguably, the most profound and soul-enriching benefit lies in the restoration of personal autonomy and self-confidence, a gift with the power to fundamentally reshape your daily experience. Few sensations compare to the invigorating realization that you can navigate life largely according to your own desires, without constant dependence on others or pervasive apprehension about potential environmental hazards. Recall Mrs. Jadwiga's story, previously constrained by fear post-fall. Her spirit dimmed until she diligently relearned safe walking techniques. Within a matter of months, she regained the confidence to manage stairs independently for errands or move through public spaces with a rediscovered elegance. That exemplifies the freedom this approach cultivates. The empowerment to traverse life unshackled by debilitating fear or reliance. Whether undertaking a brief outing to a local shop or negotiating a bustling street crossing, you'll likely feel an internal fortitude strengthen, grounded in the knowledge that your body is functioning as a supportive ally, not an adversary. It's a raw, authentic empowerment, readily available for you to claim. These multifaceted advantages don't simply manifest briefly and then dissipate. They tend to flourish and deepen with sustained, consistent practice. Within weeks, you might perceive yourself feeling lighter on your feet, demonstrably steadier, and notably more courageous with each undertaken step. Over ensuing months and years, these improvements become woven into the very fabric of your being, transforming walking from a mere mechanical act into a potent daily affirmation of strength, inherent grace, and a life fiercely and joyfully lived. It transcends the simple objective of getting from point A to point B. It evolves into the profound act of reclaiming your personal narrative, one glorious, intentional step at a time. This is your unique journey, ignited by a single, courageous decision, the decision to walk differently. And in embarking upon it, you are not merely rehabilitating your physical body. You are fundamentally rediscovering the joy, the independence, the sheer vibrant aliveness you might have momentarily forgotten still resides powerfully within you. Your heart, your spirit, your entire essence will ultimately express gratitude. Of these incredible benefits, fewer falls, improved posture, reduced pain, or enhanced independence, which one inspires you the most to make a change? Comment 4 below and share your motivation. Well, there you have it. We've mapped out a potential pathway, moving from those uncertain, perhaps fearful steps towards a manner of walking that genuinely embodies strength, safety, and vitality. We've illuminated the often unseen dangers concealed within common movement patterns, explored straightforward techniques for striding forward with greater confidence, discovered accessible exercises conveniently performable at home, and celebrated the truly incredible rewards that potentially await. Significantly diminished fear, noticeably improved posture, receding physical pain, and a palpable sense of freedom that can feel like a warm, reassuring embrace. Consider once more Mrs. Jadwiga's inspiring example, demonstrably revitalizing her life through these small yet cumulatively powerful adjustments, tangible evidence that falls or fear need not irrevocably define your future. You now possess the conceptual tools to potentially rewrite your own narrative of aging and mobility, one deliberate, empowered step at a time. So, I invite you to reflect. What specific insights resonated most strongly with you during our conversation today? What knowledge have you gained that perhaps ignited a spark of motivation within you? Maybe it's the simple yet profound act of consciously lifting your head high instead of habitually monitoring the ground, or intentionally allowing your arms to swing to experience that stabilizing counterbalance effect, or even committing to trying that single-leg stance exercise near a chair first thing tomorrow morning. I would genuinely be delighted to hear from you. Please take a moment to drop a comment below this video and share one specific takeaway or action step you've gleaned today that you feel excited or motivated to integrate into your own life. Your personal story or declared intention could very well serve as potent inspiration for another viewer tuning in right now. If you found genuine value in this video, if it offered you hope, provided a practical plan, or simply delivered a gentle encouragement to move more mindfully and safely, please share your thoughts in the comments section below. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Elderly Stories. Your active engagement and support directly fuel our ongoing mission, enabling us to bring you more practical, empowering tips for living stronger, bolder, and more fulfilling lives. Let's continue navigating this path toward enhanced well-being together, because every conscious, intentional step you choose to take from this moment onward represents a meaningful stride toward a brighter, braver, more confident version of yourself. Thank you so much for your presence and attention here today. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.